Court calls cause number CR 25-100, CR 25-237, State versus Jarek Chase Funds. That we were set on status. I have a note that Mr. Funds had pretrial, or he has pretrial, no, actually had pretrial on his federal case on April 20th. So I think that's why we set it for today, correct?
Correct, Judge. So Mr. Munns, to my understanding that he pled guilty to his federal cases and is awaiting a sentencing date. We would request between 30 and 60 days out in order for that sentencing to take place. And I've been given Mr. Munns' federal attorney number, but I've been unable to contact him as to ascertain what he believes a closer time period would be. But we would ask between that window of 30-60 days for the federal system to take care of their business.
Your Honor, state would join in that request. I think the typical turnaround in federal sentencing is about between 30 and 60 days. So I think that'll give us a good idea of what we're looking at and how we would like to proceed with this case.
All right, well, let's set him for Thursday, June 4th.
Here you go. Thank you, Judge.
Sir, you're welcome.
Judge, next we have Ms. Prox.
Gina Lynn Prox, cause numbers CR 24-220, CR 24-221. Prox, I believe, is set for docket call.
Yes, Judge. Same announcement we've had the past couple settings. We are awaiting the resolution of the co-defendant's case. My understanding is that Mr. Wood is the attorney on the co-defendant, and they are close to continuing negotiating.
Any objections from state?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, court will reset Ms. Prox to June 4th.
And Judge, I know in the past, the court has been willing to, she shows up 1 month and next month she's allowed to appear via Zoom due to her work schedule and driving from Oklahoma. Would that be permissible for her to show up?
I'll need to consult with pretrial release to make sure that she's in compliance with everything before I authorize that. But if in the future, if pretrial release indicates that she's been reporting and testing and everything's okay, then I would certainly consider that.
Thank you, Judge.
But I'm not setting her until June, so she won't have to come here in May.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
All right, this is cause numbers CR 25-105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, and 114. State versus John Michael Tadlock and Misty Amber Tadlock. I believe we're set for final docket call. I believe the announcement last time was restitution discussion, something like that.
Yes, Judge. The Tadlocks were able to actually provide additional documentation of the amounts for what we believe is a just resolution for some of the cases. Additionally, Judge, also there was one piece of property that had been a part of the sale that was made back to the Tadlocks. We returned a piece of property to the DA's office this week for the receipt and return to one of the complaining witnesses. Judge, unfortunately, at this point, we still do not have a restitution number that the DA's office is comfortable extending to us for resolution in this case. I've explained both the option of setting it for jury selection or requesting additional time for the states to investigate. And at this point, my clients are, if the court permits, willing to wait an additional setting to see if we can get at least some type of number to agree to or reject in regards to the restitution that may be due on this case.
Your Honor, additionally, there may be some more information that the Tadlocks can provide. We've received those receipts earlier this week, so we've begun looking through them and comparing everything because we want to make sure that, you know, we're not just shooting from the hip. So with time to compare the receipts that the Tadlocks have provided and with the additional information that may be forthcoming, I think we'll be able to figure things out here pretty quick. As my understanding that would be everything that is that anybody's aware of that would be pertinent to the case.
What I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and place them on the trial docket so that if there's no agreement, they don't lose priority for trial. However, I will, in this case, allow the state defense to come back to the court if you reach an agreement to present it to the court.
Yes, sir.
So we'll set jury selection on Monday, May 4th. So Mr. and Ms. Tadlock, when you arrive on that date, it'll be at 8:30. You will not come to the courtroom. You'll just check in downstairs. My staff will be down there to give you information. Mr. Manning will not be required to be here on your case because your case is not going to be in the top 10 for trial. Okay, so basically you're on a status check-in each month until your case is reached for trial, unless you resolve. But this is cause number CR 24-13, State versus Jeffrey Chen. Mr. Chen, do you speak English? Little? All right, you have an attorney, Mr. Eric Platten,
Yeah.
correct? Mr. Platten is in trial in another county and is not able to be here today. I'm going to reset your case. And at your next hearing, I will make arrangements for an interpreter. Do you understand? Okay, can you meet with him in the hallway and just explain that maybe you Google Translate or something? Do you have that? Just that we're gonna reset to let's see today. We'll just reset to next Thursday. Next Thursday, the 30th. We're gonna fill that out. We're gonna have him sign that. All right, Mr. Tienda, this is cause number CR 22-295. Let's see, looks like you're asking the court to extend your probationary period today. Currently, you're set to expire on your original supervision on May 11th. This year, it appears that you're asking the court to extend you for an additional 2 years, which would take you to May 10th of 2028. Why do you need the extension?
So I wouldn't be able to finish my group. So when I got out of jail on July 3rd, my probation officer told me that I wouldn't have enough time to be able to finish my group because it's a lot longer process, and she told me that it was going to get extended. So I need a little bit more time to be able to finish.
All right, so you're asking the court to extend it so that you can complete all of your conditions of community supervision?
Yes, sir.
Right, and you believe that with an extension of 2 years, that will allow you enough time?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Tienda, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or pressured you to request an extension?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, court will amend the conditions of community supervision. The court hereby extends Mr. Avery Tienda's period for 2 years with a new expiration date of May 10th, 2020. All right, Mr. Tienda, go ahead and grab your personal belongings. Come back here and meet with Ms. Burns. State versus Cardavius, DeAndre Scott, and Mr. Scott is set for arraignment today. Court finds Mr. Scott has applied for court-appointed counsel. The court finds him to be indigent for purposes of the Sixth Amendment. Court has appointed Honorable Jonathan Manning. Mr. Manning, have you had a chance to go over the indictment with your client?
Judge, I have. His name is spelled correctly. He understands the charge against him as well as the punishment. He pleads not guilty and requests to be set on the pre-trial docket.
All right, the court finding that Mr. Scott has waived the formal requirements of arraignment. Court does enter his plea of guilty, not guilty into the record. I said not guilty. Plea of not guilty into the record. The court will set Mr. Scott for pretrial hearing on June 4th. You're a guy from Louisiana, is that correct? Correct. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to set you for 10 a.m. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
I appreciate you calling the court and letting us know yesterday that you could possibly be late. And so that's why we told you 10 for today. I appreciate you getting here as quickly as you did, but I'll set it for 10. And if you arrive at 9:30, that's even better. All right. Okay. Mr. West, have you got with Mr. Scott on pretrial release? All right. So Mr. Scott, I want you to meet with Mr. West. He's the court's pretrial release officer. He's going to go over some standing orders of the court regarding conditions of pretrial release that you have to comply with. He can answer questions and your attorney, Mr. Manning, can answer questions if you have any, okay?
All right.